What's up YouTube? For today's video, we have a full skill link Pokemon team. Now these are Pokemon that benefit from multi-hitting moves with the skill link ability. Now people, we are streaming tonight. We're doing our normal battle stream. I'd love to see you guys along there. We'll be happening about an hour after this video goes live. So if you're a little bit late to the video, open that second tab and come and watch your boy at Twitch TV, Pimpnite YT. Link is in the top of the description, people. Make sure you're following and come and watch the Salt. Even if you don't battle, you just want something fun to watch, I'd love to see you there. All right, we got a battle on my Discord. This one was against Luca. And Luca has got a Lapras. I'm starting things off with my Apom. So obviously in this team, I tried to use all multi-hitting moves, to match him with the skill link ability. So some of the sets are a bit gimmicky. Like, well, most of them were. Okay, so we got Lapras. It's going to get hit by 5 Fury. No, I nearly called it Fury attacks. Fury swipes. Now, Fury swipes, the accuracy on it is a little bit bad. The Dragonite on the Lapras is a problem too. So I've got to take this thing out before it sweeps most of my team. So we got Fury swipes, we got Hone Claws. Now, Hone Claws is going to boost my attack, and it's going to shape up that accuracy a little bit on Fury swipes. We also got Beat Up leading at the start. That means it's going to hit 6 times, and we got Double Slap as well. Obviously, it's a little bit redundant with Fury swipes, but I just want to do multi-hitting moves. We got the ability of Skill Link, obviously, and the item as King's Rock. So we got the Lapras going for the Ice Shard there. The problem about it having Ice Shard of just outspeeding me in general is I cannot actually flinch it with King's Rock. But I'm kind of happy with the result there. Lapras is a bulky Pokemon, and I want to take this one out. It's got a lot of, it's got a lot of Dragon Dances up too. Okay, so Apom's going to go down. I guess not a bad effort there. There really wasn't a lot I could have done. So I'm going to go into my closer. Now, usually I'd run. Well, usually I never probably would run this one, but you normally run like a Shell Smash on closer, right? I gave it all multi-hitting moves. We got Icicle Sphere, we got Rock Blast, Spike Cannon, and Twin Needle. So I went for the Spike Cannon here just in case Rock Blast actually missed, but Spike Cannon didn't take it out. Now Lapras, I don't know, Lapras obviously doesn't have anything outside of Ice Shard. I'm not sure. Otherwise, it would have gone for another move there, like I'd say like Waterfall, anything like that, or maybe Drill Run. I'm not sure what other moves it had, so it would have used them if it did have them. So now we got the Gengar coming out. Now I'm expecting some kind of electric type move, something along those lines, and we're gonna have a Normalium Z. So I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. What's Gengar gonna do? I like how Gengar looks pretty. Pretty cool there with its its angry eyes. It's gonna be Z Metronome, and it's gonna get Zap Cannon. What? So what Z Metronome does, right? It picks a random move, and if it's like an attacking move, it'll change into that type, and it picked Zap Cannon, and it hit my Cloyster. I can't believe that. So Cloyster is gonna go down in one shot. Man, I'm salty as heck after that. So this is actually quite a problem, because when you look at my team, right, there's a lot. Well, I can see my team. There's a lot of normal attacking moves. Now, also on this team, right, they were all physical moves, right? So I didn't have a special move at all, which made things very, very difficult. Okay, so Gengar's going to swap out. I'm going to get the Tailwind up on the big 2 cannon, because 2 could play at that game. We got my 2 cannon. We got Tailwind, Fury Attack, Rock Blast, and Bullet Seed, Skill Link ability, and Normalium Z is the item. Max Attack, and Max Health. So this Uxie is going to be a physical set. They're hitting me with the Power Up Punch, boosting its attack. So I've got Z Fury Attack, which is absolutely amazing. So I thought, let's go for that right now, and let's see if we can take the Uxie out. Now Uxie is a fairly bulky Pokemon. Even if it was running like a complete sweeping set like Max Speed and Max Attack, I knew I'd have to hit it with something pretty hard to actually take it out. Okay, so going for the Z Fury Attack. I know you don't hear that one too often, people. And this actually hits Uxie really, really hard there, but it doesn't take it out. And now it's going to get a Legendary boost in its attack there, and it's going to get another boost in its attack from the Power Punch. It's like, okay, so it's got +3 in attack. That's kind of fun. Now it's going to go for the Endure. I'm like, I think I know where the strategy is going. So we got the Uxie go for Endure there. Now, interesting, a fun fact there. Even if you hit a Pokemon with Endure, right, and you hit it, say you hit it like 5 times with a Bullet Seed, Endure still counts for that a whole turn, right? So you get literally, hitting this thing on one. Guys, I can plug my merch 5 times in a row on one Pokemon. You know where to get it. You just know where to buy it, all right? Also, thank you to the person who bought the hoodie the other day and the t-shirt and salt mug. Thank you very much. Link is in the description, people. You know where to buy that merch. Okay, so Uxie lift on 1 health, like 5 times in a row, and it's going to hit me with a flail there, so down goes my 2 cannon rip. But we've got to get back in this game, people. Things are not looking very hot at the moment. So into Cincino. Now, Cincino was probably one of the best Pokemon on my team for obvious reasons. It's very good. I've got Bullet Seed. I'm just going to take it out with that. Now, this had Bullet Seed, Rock Blast, Tail Slap, and Double Slap. We got the ability as Skill Link and the item as Assault Vest. So I ran a bit more of a tanky one on this instead of like a scummy King's Rock Slap. Okay, so we got the Kecleon coming in. I went for the Rock Blast here. I thought they may be, going to like swap back into the Gengar afterwards. That's why I went for that. It does still pretty good damage. I'm happy with that. It does over half health. Now we got the Kecleon, which is going to go for the power-up punch here. That's going to be super effective with protein. I knew that I'd be able to live that one, but I knew that it hit me pretty hard. So now I was thinking, okay, does Kecleon have Sucker Punch, or does it not? Should I swap here, or should I stay in? So it's got the leftovers too. This was a little bit of a decision I was thinking. I was like, let's go for the Tail Slap now. And it doesn't have Sucker Punch. I would have used it. It can't use Shadow Sneak because I'm a normal type if it did have that one. And Kecleon is going to go down there. So that's cool. The problem here was that Gengar, right? Because I didn't actually have a lot to hit it with. Now we've got the Grape coming out, which is the Gengar. I can't use my main stat. The best I can use, right, is Rock Blast. So going for the Rock Blast on the Gengar. It gets Cursed Body right away. Now, interesting fact, this is really cruel. If you use, if you get hit by Cursed Body, right, it actually doesn't stop your Rock Blast attack. It actually has to end before the Cursed Body kicks in. So something really cool there if you've not seen that, before. Okay, oh my goodness, we got the Metronome Gengar. It uses Shadow Force to get stabbed. Shadow Force, but it's very, very lucky there. I am a normal type Pokemon. Okay, so I can't do anything to this thing. I'm going to go for the Bullet Seed there. It's off in the Shadow Force realm. And I'm going to go for the Rock Blast, a Bullet Seed, and take it out here. I didn't want to miss Rock Blast in case it got something like... Man, I was expecting to get like a special fighting type move there and take my Cincino out. Okay, so I'm going to hit this one with as many Bullet Seeds as I can muster, and that is the Gengar down. Man, it almost lived on 1 health then. I almost was forced to plug my own merch again. Okay, so we got 4 Pokemon down, and we got 2 Pokemon remaining. So this is the Behemoth. Now, Behemoth's fairly scary in special attack. I'm going to swap out here, and I'm going to go into another Pokemon, which is my Trumbeak. Now, Trumbeak is very, very specially defensive. Let's go over what this set is. This is more like the support style on my team. So we've got Max Health, Max Special Defense. We've got Roost, we got Feather Dance, Toxic, and Fury Attack with the ability Skill Link and item as Everlight. So it's very, very bulky on the special defensive side. If a physical type Pokemon comes in, you can go for that Feather Dance, drop their attack by 2 stages, get a Toxic off, get a Roost off, hit them with a Fury Attack. It worked pretty well in a lot of instances. So we got the Behemoth, the big bustling Behemoth, going for the Psychic Terrain. Now, under Psychic Terrain and Analytic, damn son, this thing hits very, very hard. So go for the Fury Attack. Not that it's doing a lot of damage, but that's like the best I could... I kind of had to use those, multi-hitting moves as Skill Link just for this team, I felt. I actually did a theme team kind of like this. It was called Multi-Hitting Moves Team. But yeah, it wasn't like all Skill Link abilities Pokemon. Okay, so we got the Psychic coming from Behemoth. The only reason I lived that because I was so bulky in special defense, it did a lot of damage to me too. Okay, so going for another Fury Attack on the Behemoth there. That's doing some pretty good damage. It's racking up nicely. It's going to go down the next turn to the Toxic anyway. So I'm happy with that. Behemoth's going to go for the Psychic, and that's going to take my Trumbeak out. But I kind of wanted that. I wanted the Behemoth to be on low health in case it actually lived the Cincino and stuff. And then Cincino's quite an important Pokemon on my team as well. So back into the Cincino now. I know that I can't miss. I'm just going to go for the Bullet Seed and take it out. And that one is going to be down. We got 1 more Pokemon left after that, though. See if we can handle that one. Okay. Also, there wasn't actually 6 individual Pokemon that had Skill Link, so I had to like back onto a pre-evolution like I did with the Toucan and Trumbeak. Alright, so the last Pokemon is the Big Muck. I'm going to go for the Tail Slap here. It doesn't miss, thank goodness. Now, Tail Slap is going to hit 5 times. It doesn't do loads of damage, but it does about half, so I'm happy with that. Muck's going to go for the Power-Up Punch. I'm like, okay, this is bad. I've got to take this thing out. It's going to get a +1 in attack. Now, Muck is generally bulky as well, and it's got a decent attack. So my last Pokemon, this was probably Cincino, and this were the best Pokemon on my team, right? Definitely the best Pokemon. So the last Pokemon is the big Heracross. Now, obviously, you're like, oh, Heracross, it needs to Mega Evolve to actually get the Skill Link ability. And yes, I'm using a Mega, people. So this set was purely based around Skill Link as well. This is the set as follows. So we got on this one, we got Arm Thrust, Bullet Seed, Fury Attack, and Pin Missile. Now, I knew that Pin Missile would be enough to take it out with 5 hits, but it was at the cost of accuracy. I took the risk there, and the big Rainbow Muck is going to go down. Hope you guys enjoyed this first battle. Let's get on to the second battle. Also, let's have a drink too. My voice is gone. I actually just woke up a while ago as well. All right, this is the second battle. This one was on my Discord. This was against Skylar. We got a Fairy Thorn lead. So it's like, oh no. Guys, this Pokemon completely counters my team like so hard. I was like, okay, well, the only Pokemon that could actually do something to this Ferrothorn would be my Heracross with Arm Thrust. All the others, I can't do anything. I'm completely walled. So now we got a special with the Revolt. It's going to do over half my health, and it's going to drop my special defense. I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay, so I was like, this is my only option. I've got to take this Ferrothorn out with Mega Heracross and go for the Arm Thrust. I've got to do significant damage to it, or I'm just going to keep hitting by the Iron Barbs and like Scummy Helmet, or even just the Iron Barbs. So going for the Arm Thrust here does good damage to the best pillow. Man, could you imagine laying on Ferrothorn as a pillow? That'd be a little bit spiky. Okay, so hitting it for the second time. So every individual hit, Ferrothorn is actually Iron Barbs are actually kicking in against my Heracross. Okay, so one more hit on the Ferrothorn there. Unfortunately, it isn't enough to take it out, and the Iron Barbs is going to take my Heracross out. But that was pretty good there. I was happy with that. That was the best I could possibly do there. I mean, I could have sacked off my Scum Monkey and then swapped it in, but just in case, I might be able to use Scum Monkey a little bit later on in the game. Okay, so into close now, I can go for the Icicle Sphere, since that's not going to make too much contact with the Ferrothorn, and that one is down. Well, it's not going to make any contact at all. So best Pillow's got to go down, but I had to sack off my Heracross there. I mean, I could have used my close there, but that's not to say that, that was a Flash Cannon. I know that Ferrothorn gets Energy Ball, like, special side too, so that would have destroyed my close-up. Energy Ball Ferrothorn, people. Alright, so we got the Mew coming in here, and we're going to have a Z move, which is going to be Normalium Z. My phone literally just vibrated. Okay, so we got a Z move here. I bet you never guessed that one. And this is going to be the, it's Metronome again! It's like 2 Metronomes in a row, which is Z Metronome. That's going to give it Ingrain. Now, Ingrain's quite an interesting move. Ingrain traps you in, you're not allowed to swap right, and it also gives you some like growth into your roots, and it's kind of like it gives you some growth into your roots. What am I talking about? It's basically the same as leftovers, right? So it's getting some. I'm just gonna say it's getting some growth into its roots, people. And now it's gonna go Machirical. I'm an ice type. Thank goodness, people. Thank goodness. That could have been disastrous. So go for the Icicle Sphere on the Mew. They needed something like, if that was Horn Drill, I would have been so salty. So going for the Icicle Sphere, that's going to obviously hit 5 times in a row. I need one more to take out the Mew, unless it uses like Metronome Recover or something like that. All right, anyway, so the Mew, I'm not sure if it's only got Metronome as its move or it's got something else too. It's only going to have Metronome. So, okay, the only thing I'm worried about is the electric type move, special electric type move. Present misses, man. It tried to give me a present. I just wasn't up for it today. So go for the Twin Needle. That's going to take out the Mew. It's going to get poisoned, but it's got Synchronized, which is going to poison me. Salt. All right, so that one there is going to go down to the second little Twin Needle there, and that is Mew down. So that wasn't too bad. The main problem was that that Ferrothorn there. Okay, so now taking a little bit of toxic damage there on my close there, and we've got the Squishy coming out. Now the Squishy was the Gastrodon. So like, okay, I can go. I could swap here, or I could stay and just go for the Icicle Sphere. Decide to stay in and go for the Icicle Sphere. So it's doing. It's not doing too much damage, but, I was kind of happy with that. I do have some Bullet Seed Pokemon as well, which could deal with this Pokemon, quite nicely. All right, so getting 5 hits there off there against the Gastrodon. It's getting close to half health. I was actually quite happy with that result. Now we got Earth Power coming from the Gastrodon there, doing good damage to my closer, and that's going to take it out with the poison damage from Twin Needle with Synchronize. Rip. It's got the leftovers too, so it's obviously I'd say it's max special attack. I'd say it'd be something like max health, max special attack, leftovers, something along those lines. All right, so going to Toucannon. Now, Toucannon obviously does have Bullet Seed. It's well known for having Bullet Seed as a skill link set. I knew they'd swap out there. That'd be kind of obvious. Probably just seeing if I actually have it, or just already knowing that I've got it. And we got the Clefable coming in, so I went for the Tailwind here. So I thought, I might be able to get a Z Fury Attack off against this thing, and maybe finish it with Fury Attack, or go for Fury Attack, see how much that does, and then go for the Z move. So go for Fury Attack on the Toucannon here. It's doing pretty good damage to the Clefable, so I'm really happy with that. So I thought, okay, well, it's actually in range for me to go for that Z Fury attack. Clefable's going to go for the Icy Beam there. The Icy Beam, guys, I made up a new move, Icy Beam. I kind of merged Ice Beam and Icy Wind together. So going for the Normalium Z Fury attack on the Clefable. You know, even if this put it in very, very low range, you know, Scum Monkey could come in and just go for a disrespect beat up and take it up. So go for the Breakneck Blitz on the Clefable. Now, Clefable is a bulky... Actually, when you look at their team, it was actually quite a bulky team, like Ferrothorn, Mew, Gastrodon. They were all very, very bulky Pokemon. Alright, so the Z move is just probably enough to take it out, and Clefable goes down. So that was awesome. Fury, actually, the Z move did more than Fury attack. So we got the Gliscor coming in. So, okay, well, what should I do here? Just go for Fury attack. There's no point swapping or anything like that. Gliscor has got some nice base defense, but it was also like wondering what actual set this was going to be. So the Fury attack does 5 times, just a little bit under half health, about the same as the Clefable, and it's going to go for the knockoff and take out my Toucannon. But that's good. Toucannon did an amazing job there. My Tailwind sort of like, it's gone now, people, so I'm not going to be as speedy. So into Apom, I was like, hoping I'll be able to outspeed with the Scummy set. Go for the Fury swipes. I was like, yes, see if we can get some Scummy flinches happening, people. So I'm going to hit that with 5 times in a row on the Gliscor, and it doesn't get flinched, and it's got Sky Uppercut. Well, the monkey's going to get sent to the moon there, people, and that one is down. Man, I needed a flinch there. So I've got 2 more Pokemon remaining. Gliscor, you know, it's on its last little legs, and I'm going to go into my Cincinnati. Now, I can go for the Bullet Seed or the Double Slap. I went for the Disrespect Double Slap here, man. That looks like it looks so savage. And down goes Gliscor. So we got 1 more Pokemon left apart from the Gastron. Now, I've got Bullet Seed on Cincinnati, which would be nice for Gastron. And I kind of had a guess that Gastron wouldn't send out. We've got the Chansey. So I went for the swapping. I was a little bit worried about Chansey swapping. It's like, you know what? That's a kind of an odd swap in. Let's swap out. And it's got counters. I'm like, okay. Thank goodness I swapped out because Chansey would have destroyed me. So now I'm going to go for the Toxic. That one's going to miss. Chansey's going to go for the Fire Blast. So I'm very bulky in special defense. So I'm thinking, okay, well, this is either going to have, you know, Serene Grace, or it's going to have Natural Cure. So it's going to go for the Psychic. Psychic is obviously going to try to drop my special defense and, you know, for fighting type Pokemon as well. So getting that Toxic off against the Chansey, this is going to tell me whether it's going to, you know, have Natural Cure or Serene Grace for the, you know, the Psychic and the Fire Blast. Okay, so Chansey's going to go for another Fire Blast against my Trumpet. I can take these all day. I know that I can beat Chansey easy, even if it's softballed. If it does have Toxic, I'm always going to win there. Now we got the Chansey swapping out. So, okay, that's going to definitely tell me whether the Chansey has the Natural Cure or not. So go for the Fury attack against the Squishy there. It's not going to do a lot to Squishy. Now, Squishy may have Recover too. I was thinking, okay, it might have Recover. But even if it recovers all of its health back, I know that Cincinnati can, you know, demolish it with the, you know, the Bullet Seed there. So here I was thinking I could swap into my Cincinnati here, or I could stay in. But I thought, no, let's swap into it. I've got the Assault Vest. I know that I can take, you know, a special move from the Gastron. So Gastron's going to go for the Recover there, which is nice for the Gastron. That's going to get all of its health back. But I've got Bullet Seed, so that's fine. You know, I've got that 4 times weakness, and its leftovers is going to basically give it all of its health back. Now, Chansey cannot swap into me. It's too hard for the Chansey to swap in. I'm going to go for the Bullet Seed. The Bullet Seed would have done too much for Chansey, and then I would have been able to hit it with a Tail Slap afterwards, you know, to take it out. So go for the Bullet Seed on the Gastron here. I'm glad I had the Bullet Seed here because, you know, it would be very difficult to get around that Pokemon, you know, in that case there without it. So the Gastron's down. We got 1 more Pokemon, which is the Chansey. I got to take a chance here, people. I thought I could go for the, I could go for my Double Slap or my Tail Slap, but I just want to make 100% sure that I'm harding like an Aromatherapy or a Toxic or something like that. So I went to Trumpet. So the counter's going to come. I kind of thought it would. So now I thought, well, since I've got Natural Cure right, they can't swap out anymore. So let's put that Toxic on the Chansey and, you know, let that rack up. Even if my Trumpet goes down, that's fine. I can bring in the Cincino, you know, and go for the Tail Slap against that. Okay, so getting hit by the Fire Blast again, that's cool. I could go for the Fury attack here, do some damage to the Chansey and see how much it does. Or I can just do a double swap and go to Cincino and take it out. It doesn't really matter. I'm in a strong position at the moment because Chansey is actually poisoned. So doing the swap there, once again, Chansey's going to go for the counter. Obviously hoping I can go for the Fury attack and finish you off my Trumpet. Going for another Tail Slap on the Chansey here. It's doing way too much damage and Chansey is going to go down. And that's the game. Hope you guys enjoyed both these battles. I'll see you at stream. and enjoyed those bloopers. Peace out. Man, I almost lost my voice today.